All right, guys. I think all of you guys heard of this before. Take them out to deep water when we're talking about wrestling, and, uh, and how well does your opponent do in deep water. There's also a saying that we talk about is breaking your opponent. So breaking your opponent or taking them out in deep water are two the same things. And here's some Navy SEALs that are pretty good in deep water. But let's go to this guy right here. This is the first time that I've heard of that term, and it was back in 1996. That's actually me and Coach Pecora. We won a national title, and this guy is the winningest coach in all of wrestling. And I've seen this look before when I was on the mat. And it's one of those things that we've talked about it, and lived and breathed it for years and years, and they're still doing it today. Obviously he's still at it, and he is a legend. But let's talk about these Navy SEALs right here. So let's just say let's pick one of these guys. They're all very good, and let's have him one of those Navy SEALs, fight John Jones. And what would happen on ground? Well, John Jones would beat a, any Navy SEAL. He's the baddest, UFC fighter in the world, especially at this time. So I would say that a Navy SEAL has no shot. But say the Navy SEAL took John Jones out into deep water, even though John Jones is stronger, more powerful, and the baddest man on the planet. Any one of these guys in deep water would win in a fight. So, how do we take someone to deep water, and how does it relate to a wrestling match? And so, here is Lincoln McElravy, and he's wrestling Jerry Abbas in the NCAA. What you'll see here is, let's just say that Lincoln McElravy is our Navy SEAL, and he's on land right now with Jerry Abbas, who is John Jones. Well, it's really no fair. I mean, John Jones, Jerry Abbas, he's going to, beat the crap out of Lincoln. And that's what he's doing. He takes him down three times in the first period, and they are on land during this time. It almost looks too easy for him. But what happens throughout this match is, and we're not going to watch the whole match, but I want you to go back and watch this match. It's extremely important for every wrestler to watch. What happens is that the process of taking someone to deep water is that you win in every position. So even though he got taken down, he's going to fight in that position. If he takes him down, he's going to fight in that position. If they're hand fighting, he's going to win at hand fighting. And even if he's not winning, he's going to try to win. And so even though Jerry Abbas has his leg right here, he is continuing to fight through that situation. And now he's not stopping. There's no stopping during this time. He just continues to fight in every situation. And you can see that Lincoln, like every time that he's in a different situation, he's trying to win that situation. So let's move forward to the end. And you can already see in the very beginning, he's starting to take him a little bit out to deep water. And why? Because he stopped to tie his shoes. So what's happening to Jerry Abbas? Well, he's panicking. He's getting out in the deep water because he's getting tired. And obviously, Lincoln knows that he has to take him to deep water. He has to get dead tired himself to make Jerry Abbas dead tired, so he can eventually, at the very end of the match, with 15 seconds left. He lets him up and he goes at him so hard that Jerry Abbas can't defend himself anymore. And what happens? Look at that. He can't even get up. He can't swim. He can't swim in the deep water. And how do you get to this point right here? Well, obviously this guy had a legendary coach in Dan Gable, and they pushed themselves to the limits that they never pushed before on a daily basis to get up to this point. They went into deep water. And by going into deep water, you get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, guys. Hey, take your opponent out to deep water. Don't let him swim back. Normally, as Coach McCord could say, drown him. Have a great day.